I'm going to share with you today 8 of the very best foods out there that will help you combat mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. I'm pretty sure if you eat these 8 foods on a regular basis, you are going to be feeling much better along with your microdosing protocol. I'm Dr. Dave. This is Microdose U, and I'm so glad you're here today.
Enter the world of magic mushrooms with Microdose U.
Hey there, Dr. Dave. Welcome back. Microdose U. I've got a really good episode for you. I'm going to share. So, I actually did some research and I found what I believe are the 8 best foods that you can eat on a regular basis to help your mental health issues, anxiety, depression, and much more. And the really interesting thing is, though, that and it was totally coincidental, that all 8 of these foods I really like a lot, and I eat them very regularly. And I'm wondering whether this could be one of the reasons why I have been feeling so much better, because I'm eating the right foods and also staying away from the wrong foods as much as absolutely possible. So let's get into them. Before I do, just real quickly, check the show notes. Every episode, I've got some really important links for you, as well as my new website, microdoseu.com. And it's microdose with a letter U on the end. Got some really good links there and really good information. And also, if you ever want to work one-on-one, how that's all possible. So check that all out. I appreciate you being here for sure. Let's get right into them. What I'll do, I'll go through all 8. I'll make it pretty brief, and I'll give you also a really brief explanation and maybe some personal comments on each one. And when we get to number eight could be my favorite. And I'm actually ramping it up a little bit with number 8, and I'm going to explain to you why, and we'll kind of leave it at that, and then we'll probably get back to that at a later time. So again, okay, let's get right into it today. Number 1, and by the way, these are in no order, no particular order whatsoever. I just did the research, wrote them all down, wrote down little descriptions after each one. So peanut butter, number 1, peanut butter. Again, no order. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's not rated, but it's in the top 8. So peanut butter is one of my favorites because, first of all, it's very inexpensive. I take it all the time. I carry it all the time when I'm traveling, especially on a road trip. I carry a bunch of peanut butter in the car with me. I just love it. It's satisfying. It tastes good. And why is it good for our mental health issues? Because it provides healthy fats, protein, magnesium, and vitamin. Are we off to a crazy start again? Vitamin B6 for mood regulation. So that's a biggie. I think peanut butter really helps. And I can't say that I eat peanut butter every day, but almost. And it's always in my pantry, always on a road trip with me. Again, it's just easy, and I really do like it. And also, if I'm doing some type of a hike or a workout or something, I try to carry some peanut butter in the way of a sandwich or something like that with me all the time. Number 2, bananas. Bananas are great. They are still, comparatively speaking to the rest of our food, very, very inexpensive. I get like a whole bunch of them. I go to the Whole Foods or wherever, and still, like, a large bunch of bananas still cost generally under $2. So you get some really, really good nutrition for you get a really good bang for your buck. High in B6, again, the same as peanut butter, B6. They've got natural sugars and fiber to support serotonin production and steady energy. Love it. Can never eat too many bananas. Well, yeah, you probably can. You don't want to overdo it because, again, it's a ton of sugar, but I do think it's good sugar, and I do think it's pretty healthy. But again, don't overdo it. Don't eat 15 bananas in a day. That might be a little much for you. One of my favorites here, number 3, dark chocolate. I'm talking about dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, not cheap chocolate. I'm talking about really good, high quality dark chocolate. It's rich in antioxidants and compounds like flavonoids that improve your blood flow to the brain and enhance mood. And it's really interesting when I go talk to my doctor, when I go in for a doctor's appointment, she pretty much always says, eat some dark chocolate every day. So that gives me a great excuse. And by the way, it's not an excuse to pig out on dark chocolate. That doesn't mean you go crazy, but eat a little bit. I'd say a little bit of dark chocolate every day. And you really well may find your mood is enhanced by that. Number 4, Greek yogurt. Love. Not everybody likes yogurt. I happen to love it. It's packed with probiotics for gut health, which is definitely linked to mental well-being. Now, I like a brand called Chobani. I am not connected with them financially. I don't make any money. I buy it just like you may. Chobani, it just to me it just tastes really really good. It's a good, and I usually get the vanilla, but sometimes I think it's the strawberry flavor too. It just has a really good taste to it. I've been talking about this off and on during my podcast episodes, and I honestly believe that your mental health and physical health, all of our health combined, begins and takes place in the gut. If we have an unhealthy gut, if it's out of balance, if we've got leaky gut syndrome, if we just have like just toxicity in there, you're not moving not moving your bowels regularly, it all starts there. And it's we're going to have mental health issues as well as other physical health issues if our gut is not healthy. So again, this is not part of today's episode really, but try to limit the amount of sugars as well as highly processed foods. They're just gonna sit in your gut and wreak havoc and really cause a lot of trouble with your health. So try to limit that. Do mostly whole foods. And again, these 8 foods that I'm recommending today for mental health improvement, start there. I think they're really good choices. Number 5, berries. They're full of antioxidants that combat oxidative stress and protect our brain health. Love it. I try to eat fruit and berries as much as possible. In fact, I always keep frozen. I freeze them myself, so I don't buy them in the frozen food department. I get fresh organic berries, whether they're blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. I love, and I wash them off and I freeze them, and they're ready to go. They're always in the freezer with me, and I always, if I'm ever in the mood, if I'm home, and if I want to make a smoothie, I'll just add maybe some type of oat milk to these berries. What else do I add in there sometimes? Sometimes I'll put maybe a little bit of cacao in there. But again, they make a smoothie, pure smoothie. I'm not talking about adding sugar or anything like that. Makes a really great snack in between meals or for lunch, and extremely healthy. Really, really healthy. Number 6, dark leafy vegetables. So, for example, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, any type of dark leafy vegetable. Very, very, very healthy. Rich in folate, magnesium, antioxidants to reduce inflammation and support neurotransmitter production. Well, that's just a really a lot of words, a lot of complex words that just mean they're excellent for our brain health. That's I'm going to translate it that way. You don't need to go too deep and know all the details. The main thing is eat these foods, because whether you understand why they're healthy for you or not healthy for you, it doesn't really matter. Once you ingest them, it doesn't matter how much you understand. They're going to be good for you either way. So you don't have to dive too deep into this. Number 7, one of my favorites. I really love this. And again, I made it a point some time ago to start eating a lot of this. And what that is, I'm referring to fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines. I oftentimes, for lunch, just open up a can of sardines and have sardines. And what I do, I make them a little bit more. I mean, I love sardines. I like the taste, and I also like mackerel a lot, and salmon. I love it all. But when I'm opening up a can of sardines, instead of just draining the oil or the water and eating them like that, eating them plain, what I'll do, and I'm going to patent this idea because it works so well, and to me, it tastes so good. I'll add just to the can, just I'll eat it right out of the can, but I'll add either a handful of peanuts or almonds. kind of mix it up as much as I can, kind of like integrate it into the sardines. And then I'll add a little bit of mustard on top of that. And wow, it's so delicious. And sardines are so good for you, so healthy. I'm going to recommend trying this. My recipe: sardines, almonds, and mustard. Mix it all up. Eat for lunch. Rinse and repeat. You're going to be too healthy. What am I going to do with you when you're too healthy? Don't stop watching me or listening to me. Promise. Even if you get super healthy and you feel 100% every day, don't leave me. Still watch me or listen to me every day or whenever a new episode comes out. Please, please. Number 8. Again, this could be my favorite. They're also like what was the first one I did? Like peanut butter, bananas. They're inexpensive. And do you have a guess? Do you know what these could be? I'm sure you have some in your house right now. Chances are eggs. Eggs are, I believe eggs could be some of the healthiest food on this planet. I eat eggs almost every day, but just recently, just this past week, I've stepped it up. And over the past 2 days, I've already had, let me see, 3, 6, I've already had nine eggs over the past 3 days, over the past 2 days, 9 eggs. I'm going to actually try to eat at least 100 eggs a month now. By the way, those of you that think since eggs do contain some cholesterol, they're going to raise your blood cholesterol. It doesn't work like that. No, as a matter of fact, it's very possible if you eat a lot of eggs, your blood cholesterol, blood lipid chemistry panels can go down, get better. I've read that. Don't quote me. This is not medical advice, but they're not going to raise your cholesterol. And I think a lot of doctors still have this misinformation that if you are worried about your cholesterol and if you eat foods that are high in cholesterol, that's going to increase your own blood cholesterol. It doesn't really necessarily happen like that. And I'm going to be your guinea pig too. Because I've got blood tests regularly and my cholesterol is really good. It's not only cholesterol, but it's your entire advanced lipid panel: HDL, LDL, particle size, particle number, ApoB. There's all kinds of things in there that are really important. The total cholesterol doesn't even mean anything anymore. It doesn't mean that much these days. We've gone way beyond that, and we know so much more. But the most important part of the whole equation is inflammation. If you've got inflammation in your body, that is the most important thing to get rid of. And I will say that the 8 foods I've just listed are anti-inflammatory as well. Let me just give you some benefits of eggs, why eggs are on this list. Tryptophan, they contain tryptophan. It's an amino acid that helps produce serotonin, which, of course, you probably know it's a neurotransmitter that can improve mood and make you feel more relaxed. Serotonin. Choline. Egg yolks are a good source of choline. So, by the way, some people think they're super healthy and they just eat egg whites. Oh, I'm just going to eat egg whites. I'm going to go healthy today. That's bullshit. The yolk is one of the most the healthiest part of the egg. It's got the choline, which can help reduce inflammation and promote brain function. So don't eat just egg whites, eat the whole egg. It's not going to raise your cholesterol. They contain vitamin D. Egg yolks, again, they contain vitamin D, which can help manage anxiety and depression. Source of omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential fats that play an important role in brain health. All this goes back to brain health. Protein, good protein source. And listen to this one: sleep. Eggs can actually improve the quality of your sleep. And as I've told you, for how long? How long have I told you this? When your sleep is good, when the quality of your sleep is good, there's less of a chance you're going to have mental health issues. And if you do have them, they're going to improve the better your sleep is. Everything's connected. Everything goes hand in hand. And by the way, if you haven't gotten your sleep study yet, make sure you do it because it's really important. If you're not sleeping well and if you've got some type of sleep apnea, very, very dangerous for not only for your mental health, but for your overall health. Really dangerous. So I'm definitely kicking up my egg consumption, and I'm going to let you know. And also, I'm going to let you know next time I get my blood drawn and I get my lipids checked how they are once I've cranked up this egg consumption, because I really believe they're going to make me even healthier. I'm always looking for things to improve. When you just fall into this rut and you just keep doing the same thing day after day after day and not trying to improve, then you're in a rut and you're not going to improve. So I hope this helps you. Um, I'm going to also probably publish this as a blog on my website, the 8 most essential foods to help combat mental health issues. And so if you have any more that you really like or that you really believe are very helpful for you, write in, let me know, and I can possibly add them to the list as well once I publish it as a blog. That'll be very interesting. It'll be the kind of thing that keeps evolving. And we've got some of the most healthy foods on the planet listed in the blog that are going to help you feel better every single day. That's the goal here. Feel better every single day. Haven't you had enough of this? Haven't you had enough of feeling just okay or average or it's all good. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. No, we want to be, somebody asks you how you're feeling. I am feeling fantastic. Because if a stranger asks me how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, like I go into a store or something, I say, hey, I'm feeling fantastic today. I feel fantastic every day. They do a double take because nobody says that. It's rare. But we're all nakama. We're helping each other. You're going to be, if you're not there yet, you are going to be there. I promise you. I hope you enjoy this episode. I enjoyed it because it's really important. And coincidentally, I'm eating all these foods anyway. So I thought it was pretty cool. Remember, brand new episode every Wednesday and Friday. I'm going to try to do an episode on Monday that just kind of encompasses magic mushrooms in the news. What's going on? Like 2 days ago, what did I share with you? The middle school students who the authorities claim, I don't think it's right, they overdosed on magic mushrooms. It might have been something else, but overdose it wasn't. I can tell you that because there's really no such thing as an overdose of magic mushrooms. But I'm trying to do some news items on Mondays now. I think you might like those. Okay, till next episode. I'm Dr. Dave. Love you, and I'll talk to you soon. It's Microdose U.